What's up, everybody? Welcome to this week's
What's up?
edition of Pop Culture Geekly with me, Corey.
And this is Nick.
This week, John Bernthal is going to have a dance with the devil, and live from New York, it's Deadpool Night Live. Or is it?
It's not going to happen.
It's not going to happen?
Nope.
All right, well, we have the definitive answer. He's a little too racy, right?
He's a little too racy.
Just a little bit, smidge?
And his face is kind of CG, so it kind of wouldn't work.
It would work. Just have him be like melted face. Deadpool.
Melted-
It'll be all right.
Nobody wants a melted face Deadpool.
Just put him out there with like some chewed up ham on his face. Everything will be fine. All right, so this week we're gonna start like we usually do. Nick, what do you got for us?
I got some PT news.
PT news?
Yep.
I feel like we need a PT news. PT news. Is that? That's an air horn or something. Yeah. All right. Anyway,
It got very
PT
mechanical there.
You were driving a Mack truck. I'm pretty sure.
So let's go with yesterday we had a mystery play come out called Garden Gnome Carnage or something like that.
Oh,
I really can't remember the
no
name
carnage. I was like, I don't know what that is.
But anyway, the point of it was to stop elves from delivering Christmas to you by throwing brick
That
bombs.
sounds like it needed to come out at Christmas.
It did. We talked about that in the video. And
That's you and Nathan, right?
Yeah, that's me and Nathan. End of the week, if all goes according to plan, we're gonna have our Division beta play.
Oh yeah, that's been pretty fun. Even though I have no clue what's happening because I just started playing today.
Yeah, the Division Open beta was this weekend, so
And
we
I missed
are
all of it except the last couple hours.
we're gonna record a video in it pretty soon, and
Oh, and
hopefully it'll
also
come on Friday.
in other PT news, I've got a little bit of PT news over here.
Whoa.
If everybody will just take a look out on their milk cartons, you might see a missing ad for Carl because we haven't seen him in God knows how long. Hope he's doing all right. Hope he doesn't just giving up on us.
Or giving up on life.
Or just us. Should we dedicate it to him?
This podcast is dedicated to Carl. Pour out a 40 in his name.
Oh my God! Pour out one for my homies.
So, what are we starting with?
What are we starting with? Well, I guess since we led off with Deadpool, we'll start with a little bit of Deadpool news. With what I said. So there's a petition around for Deadpool to host SNL.
It's true.
And first of all, I mean, why not just get Ryan Reynolds and you could do like 30 Deadpool sketches? It'll be fine. I don't know why you need the character himself. I guess because he breaks the fourth wall, right? Like that's the whole idea. Okay, so does he kill the writers in the end? Does he kill the entire SNL? Does Lorne Michaels take a stabbing to the vertebrae? Is that something that happens?
Yeah, I think everybody's into it. I just don't. It's just one of those weird petitions that it's not going to go anywhere because it's too.
Because it would be too awesome.
Well, I mean, he wasn't the point of Deadpool that he swears and is rudest. And you can't really do that on SNL.
They'd get away with some stuff. He just wouldn't be able to say the F word, right? Because they say everything else on that show.
Yeah,
I guess it couldn't be that excessive because it's late night though, so that's how they get away with it because it's like after midnight or whatever.
Yeah,
I don't know how TV works.
He'll probably show up in a sketch or two somewhere down the road, but
Ryan Reynolds or Deadpool, or
Deadpool.
both, or will Ryan Reynolds be talking to Deadpool? And then
I mean, Deadpool is already let's see at time of podcast has grossed $333 million.
They're saying
out of a $57 million movie.
They're saying that by the end of the week, by the official end of the tally, that it will be the highest grossing R-rated movie of all time. Also the highest grossing X-Men movie of all time.
Yeah.
Which is crazy, right?
Yeah.
Because it's technically not, I mean, it is X-Men sort of. It's X-Men Light. That's all we call it. But it wasn't even like cool X-Men. It was Colossus. And I mean, the chick was all right, but like her power was literally just sit there and blow fire out of herself.
Well, I'm glad Colossus was Colossus in that. It was cool to see. Like,
I mean, no, I'm just kidding.
Remember
of course
Colossus
I loved it,
from what the one was Colossus in? Where it was X-Men 3, right? Maybe X-Men 2, where he just kind of turned into Colossus.
He just turned into Colossus and
that
then
was
stopped.
That's all he saw. I'm Colossus. All right, see you later. Like he helped the kids out of the school, but that's all he did.
Well, see, he was being a gentleman at least. He's very nice.
He didn't fight anybody or anything, unless he did in the movies I don't remember.
Doesn't Magneto just negate Colossus?
Pretty much. just like, hey, get out of here.
Get out of here.
See you
later.
But in lieu of Deadpool success, other news is that Wolverine's possibly going to be R-rated now.
Oh, I had that down on my notes.
There
that
you
was
go.
a good call, buddy.
That's segue right there.
That was a good
We call it the
segue.
podcast profession as segue.
I think it's in other professions too, but I like that you called it for us. I like that you call this professional.
It's moderately professional.
It's like professional light. That's my thing. Everything is something.
Everything
light.
is now light.
Okay, so with that,
well, it's Hugh Jackman's last one, right?
it's Hugh Jackman's last one. You think there'll be a Deadpool cameo? Probably, right?
Ugh, maybe.
Like at the end, maybe like a little end blurb.
I hope they don't start shoehorning Deadpool into everything now.
You know they will, though. I mean, this is how Hollywood works, Nick. Have you noticed?
Well, they already said that the next Deadpool is going to be.
Is it going to be 2 movies? Because that's what happens when something gets popular.
No, they said they're going to keep it low budget.
Well, that's good.
Because that's what they should. It doesn't need to be this.
But most of the budget should be spent on T.J. Miller. There he is.
Oh God,
he makes an appearance.
T.J. Miller. But yeah, so it's Old Man Logan, right?
It is Old Man Logan. It's the final. It's the final Wolverine story.
Yeah,
which is. I mean, it's fitting, right? Because Hugh Jackman's going out, and then
they'll cast somebody else as Wolverine, right?
Can they though? At this point, like, I mean, I know they will, and they can. But it just feels like he, of all people that have played comic book characters, has been playing him forever.
Yeah.
And what is it, like 10, 12 years at this point?
Oh, my God. Yeah, 2002 is when it came out.
Yeah,
X-Men
that's
one.
right.
Yeah.
So, what was that, 14 years?
14
as one character. Is that like the longest running years? No, that can't be true.
I don't think it is.
Because, well, I mean, especially if you don't count animated, because like Kevin Conroy as Batman and Mark Hamill as the Joker and stuff like that. But
so anyway, they announced Fallout 4's DLC recently.
What?
Today,
I love Fallout 4.
So far there's 3 detailed packs.
Built a lot of copper statues in that game because it gives you experience.
The first one's Automatron.
Oh, I heard that one. You get to like make your own robot, right?
Yeah. It looks like the mysterious Mechanist has unleashed a horde of evil robots into the Commonwealth, including the devious Robo-Brain.
The Robo-Brain?
Hunt them down and harvest their parts to build and mod your own custom robot.
Do you think Robo-Brain? Wait, is it like just... Is it a Robo-Brain? Is it just one Robo-Brain? Is it Brainiac? Is he?
I have no idea. It just says Robo-Brain.
Maybe there's. It says hunt them though, so I guess there's more than one.
Yeah.
I just was hoping it was.
And
like
then
one
it looks like
brain.
Wasteland Workshop, which is with the Wasteland Workshop design and set cages to capture live creatures from raiders to deathclaws, tame them, and have them face off in battle, like an arena-based animal trainer. It's like Fallout 4 Pokemon edition.
Oh my god! Gotta catch them all.
Gotta catch them all.
Can I just catch rad scorpions?
If you want to. And it looks like the last one that they talked about was called Far Harbor, which gives you a new case to tackle with none other than fucking Nick Valentine.
I'm glad because Nick Valentine was like, "Hey, here's some new cases. There's 2, as far as I can tell, and that's it."
Well, this is a new one. It's a new case from Nick Valentine. New case from Valentine's Detective Agency leads you on another search for a young woman in a secret colony of synths.
Ooh,
Travel off the
awesome.
coast of Maine to the mysterious island of Far Harbor, where a higher level of radiation have created a more feral world.
Feral ghouls, which are not hard enemies at any point in the game. I mean, they probably are if you're on hard, but I play on easy because, you know.
So that's yeah,
normal.
Given the expanded DLC plan, the price for the season pass will increase from $29 to $49 on March 1st. So get it before it goes up in price.
Yeah, for sure, man.
That's $20 difference.
It you know, is like those. Some of those sound pretty cool, I guess, but really, there's only one real mission. Like the rest of it's just like build a robot and like catch stuff.
Yeah,
like.
So we'll see. We'll see how that goes. But yeah, $30 for 3 packs is not bad.
Yeah, I guess. I just want more. I just like missions, man. I like missions and new people to talk to. But that's just me. I mean, I only have one opinion, and it's not the only one that matters, Nick. I'm having a real conversation with myself right now.
It sounds like you are. And see what else happened. Street Fighter V came out this week on PS4.
Oh, I heard that went well.
It came and landed with a splat almost.
Yep.
Lots of day one server issues, and it only starts out with 16 characters. So
aren't there like 80?
There's a shitload of Street Fighter characters, it's true. And everybody's got to piss because Guile, one of the original Street Fighter characters,
Blanca, right?
Yeah, neither one of them are there.
It's like,
but they're releasing them as they go as free DLC, so they don't do the whole Street Fighter V Ultra Combo Mega Edition not your grandma's Street Fighter anymore edition.
This time with toys.
Yeah, it's
like,
just like they're not going to release the 9 iterations of Street Fighter. They're
oh,
just
do you
going to
think
keep
they'll start
upgrading this
doing
one.
Street Fighter 5 yellow, Street Fighter Pokemon style?
Probably Pokemon style. That would make sense.
This time, if you buy this game, you start with these 16 characters instead of these 16 characters.
Yeah,
So sad. It's like one of the greatest franchises in history, right?
yeah.
So it's like it comes out and has server issues, and my question, I guess, is how hard is it to upkeep servers for a fighting game? Because I don't think that any of the guys that make Call of Duty ever have a problem holding.
Well, the thing is that fighting games are so specific. It's all about exact movements and exact button pressing and exact timing. So when your server lags or your internet lags,
I'm gonna say
you
this.
lose.
I play Mortal Kombat online every once in a while, and it's never right.
Yeah.
There's always lag.
Yeah.
Just get over it and adjust. That's all you can do. I mean,
Or just play with your friends at home.
or get business class internet, and then maybe you'll be all right because you'll be the host every time. We all know about these host procedures, how that works.
Yeah,
I played Call of Duty for a long time. Nick knows. I used to get very angry.
Yep. Call of Duty Domination. That was Corey's jam.
Whew, man, it was not good.
Oh.
I felt like
Okay.
a different person whenever I played Call of Duty. A mean, nasty person. Now I'm just like, joy. Everything is awesome. So, I actually read this week, Nick, that for all the Walking Dead fans out there, Norman Reedus is done with Daryl Dixon after this season.
Uh-oh. So that means he's going to die, right?
I mean, probably, but
Well, I don't think in Walking Dead you just walk off into the sunset.
I think you probably do, right? Like you find an underground bunker and live your life happily forever.
That's not how Daryl Dixon rolls.
Daryl Dixon-
If he says he's done and he wants to be out, he'll die in a dramatic fashion.
He'll die probably saving Rick or Carl, right? Like that.
Coral.
Speaking of Carl, please, Daryl Dixon, save our Carl. So that maybe he'll come back to us one day. But my question is anybody going to care? Because like Daryl Dixon seems to be the only part anyone cares about that I ever talk to, especially women.
Yeah.
And I don't understand. I'm like,
He's a man's man.
yeah, but
He's
Norman
a man's man
Reedus
who'll
is-
save you from zombies.
Norman Reedus has been around forever. It's just because it's characters. It's crazy.
Yeah.
Like somebody plays a character and forever they're that character and they're beloved no matter what they do. Nick, we need to create characters that are beloved no matter what we do.
I'm working on it. Calvin Caffey.
Calvin Caffey,
He's going to be a beloved character.
that's just you though. Are you thinking that you're beloved already?
I'm pretty sure I'm beloved.
Do you think I'm beloved, or do you think I just have that annoying
No,
personality?
You just have
and
that
everyone
annoying
hates me?
personality that everybody hates you.
That's fair.
Done and done.
I'm gonna go kill myself now. Too dark. All right. Moving on. I mean, I guess real quick before we do move on from Walking Dead, I just gotta ask: do you watch Walking Dead still, or
I usually wait until the season's done.
right? Just
and
to
then
binge
I
watch.
just watch
it's
it.
so much easier than trying to wait because.
But the problem is you can't. Nothing is not spoiled for you.
But I don't mind.
I don't mind
guess.
either.
Well, because I've
So we're
read-
gonna get into Walking Dead spoilers here. So don't listen.
we're gonna get into spoilers. Guess what? Zombies are out. People die.
Well, did you hear what happened in the fucking the mid-season premiere?
Glenn died from Negan's bat. Lucille.
Oh, did that happen?
That happens. I don't know. That happens in the comics. I haven't watched
Yeah.
this season, so I'm just assuming that's what they did.
I don't think he showed up yet. Anyway,
Really?
Yeah, he hasn't shown. He's been cast, but he hasn't been shown.
Jeffrey
he,
Dean Morgan hasn't shown up yet.
Yeah, he hasn't
I
shown
thought
up.
he was back. I thought he showed up with the new season. I don't know. Fuck. See. This is why because I don't pay any attention.
Yeah,
I don't watch it until it's on Netflix.
but it's one of those things where it is. To me, it used to be Breaking Bad, and then it was Game of Thrones, and then it was. Now it's Walking Dead. And Game of Thrones and Walking Dead obviously still go on at the same time, but you cannot avoid spoilers for it because at first they'll be like, "Can you believe that happened?" And then in like 2 weeks they're like, "Oh yeah," and they'll just write it in the title.
They're just like,
They've officially written more secrets on Han Solo's death in the title of a news
oh,
story.
I know. And
So it's like I hope you haven't seen it yet because we're ruining it for you.
well, I mean, I think they assume because most of the places
Yeah,
you
they
see these titles is like comicbook.com. Shout out.
This was on
IGN.com.
This
shout
was
out.
on the cover of Yahoo News.
Well,
the first,
Yahoo needs to get their shit together.
the
then.
first story was like new revelations on Han Solo's death. I was like, oh, I'm glad I saw it.
So can I make a confession?
What's that?
When I was way younger,
Oh God.
whenever I first knew what the internet was, I thought I thought Yahoo and Yoohoo were the same thing.
You thought that the Yoohoo drink company made a search
owned
engine?
Yahoo? Yeah, I did. I really did. I thought,
Oof.
man, they own the internet because they make chocolate drinks. I know. It's dumb.
Yoohoo is the most disgusting
It's
drink.
chocolate water. It's
It is-
amazing.
No, it's not. It's so gross. It's like
Come
pouring
on.
Hershey's in water and then shaking it up.
And there's still a little powder left.
Oh,
It's all right.
Abysmal. If you drink Yoohoo right now, kill yourself.
Jesus, that just got dark. Nick, did you
I'm sorry, chocolate milk shouldn't sit on a shelf.
It's chocolate water, dude.
It needs
it's
to
fine.
be refrigerated. I don't want chocolate water. Are you that hard up for chocolate that you're getting water?
I mean, I guess
God.
some people are.
Oh, I need chocolate so bad.
Let me get some chocolate.
I don't want to walk
water,
all
bro.
the way back to the cooler because that's where the chocolate milk is. That's actually good. I just grab Yoohoo right next to the fucking Dr. Pepper.
You know that you can refrigerate Yoohoo, right?
You can, but it's not originally refrigerated. This is quite the tangent on Yoohoo.
Speaking of tangent, take the first 4 letters. Did you ever drink Tang?
Tang's good.
See, that to me is insane. It's gross.
orange. It's orange drink. Tang is no
It's
different than
so
Kool-Aid.
gross.
Tang is no
I
different
think
than
Kool-Aid's
Kool-Aid.
gross. So
Well, I'm just saying, Kool-Aid and milk that sits on the shelf are not the same thing.
maybe I think Kool-Aid's gross because that's all I ever had to drink when I was a kid because it was 10 cents a
I hate-
package.
I hate bologna because of that.
I love fried bologna. What does
Nice.
this got to do with pop culture news? I don't know.
Who knows?
What were we talking about? Oh, Walking Dead and spoilers, right?
So yeah. Anyway, spoilers. You can't avoid them.
You especially if you're on a website that's called like pop culture news or something. You know, it's like
Yeah, they'll wait and they'll wait and they'll wait and then they'll be like, "Hey, this." So, a big spoiler for if you haven't seen mid-season Walking Dead, Carl loses his eye.
oh, that happened in the comics. I knew
Yeah,
that was
that
coming.
happened in
Yeah.
the comic, but they finally
Did they ever?
happened.
Are they ever going to make Rick lose his hand, or is it just too difficult to do? And that's
Because
because with Carl they can just put an eye patch on and say he doesn't have an eye, and it's fine.
yeah,
With Carl they would have to, or with Rick they would have to constantly have like a green screen glove on there and track it. And I guess that would be pretty difficult, right?
yeah, it would probably I don't know, green glove, and then they could CG it out, or they could put a
Or
stump
they
on
could
his
give
hand.
him a gun, Planet Terror style.
Yeah.
Rick walking around with a fucking shotgun on.
But yeah, that happened this week, and
The
yeah,
one episode of this season, I think it's actually on. It was on tonight or is on currently. Is that I kind of look forward to is the basically buddy cop. It's just Andrew Lincoln and Norman Reedus running around
yeah,
together.
they go on a mini mission.
Yeah, Rick and Daryl just doing a mission together. As long as they actually like do shit and not just be like, let's have a campfire and talk about our problems, because that's pretty much what The Walking Dead is to me. Listen, guys, I get it. People love it. I didn't get on board as hard, and I also didn't on Game of Thrones. Don't hate me. Just wasn't my cup of tea. Too much politics. I couldn't handle it.
Game of Thrones is a build.
I mean, that's what everybody said. I watched the whole first season in a row. Whew, that was a swamp to wade through, but
I don't know. It's I don't know. I guess I get into that dialogue stuff. I don't know. I'm fine with it. I don't need to see. I'd rather see good dialogue scenes and kind of tense dialogue scenes. Like, what was it? Littlefinger's ladder thing. Do you remember that at all?
sure. Let's say
Okay.
I do, and you just go with it.
It's a great little speech how about he's talking about chaos as a ladder. You should definitely watch it. It's really, really good. But what happened in the last season, when it was a build to
Nothing?
Hard Home?
Oh.
Hard Home, which was in my opinion, the best episode of Game of Thrones to date. But
What
it was
about the
it
Red
was,
Wedding episode? Isn't that a thing people love?
Well, yeah, that's the thing people didn't know about. I was when the Red Wedding came on, I was just watching Game of Thrones like a casual motherfucker. I was just I was eating, and then all of a sudden I was like, wait a minute, what? Wait, what? And I was just watching it like I didn't realize that was going to happen. But everybody,
See, that's the best. I guess that's the best. I think my problem is I coming up with Game of Thrones, I didn't start watching it immediately, right? And so everything's going to happen. I already know because everyone talked about it around me.
yeah, I didn't know about Ned or anything like that when I was watching it. I was like, nope, he's going to get saved at the last second. Nope, they're going to ride and do this. Nope.
I think
Sure.
that may be another thing about it that I'm not really into is I don't feel like I can connect with any of the characters. Like none of
Well,
them.
you can't because
Well, they're all dead
not,
by the
they're
end
not
of the
alive for
season.
very long.
I-
Yeah.
It's just I feel like that's the thing. I know a lot of people love that, but it's like nobody's safe. But it's like, yeah, but if nobody's safe, then how do you ever grow
Well,
to
I mean,
like someone?
Here's the thing: a couple people are safe.
Uh-oh. Nick's got some inside track.
Well, no, a couple of people are safe just because
Hanging out
of-
with George R.R. Martin on Gorton's fishing boat.
No, it's just some people are so important. Like Danny is so important just because that the whole point of the story is her going from here to there.
Wait,
and
who?
And Daenerys Targaryen.
Oh, sorry. You said Danny. I was like, Danny Zuko?
No, that's
Are
what
we
they call
crossing
her.
over?
And Tyrion's safe, and
Tyrion safe is
Jon Snow is safe.
is
I mean,
Arya
say
is,
Jon-
is Arya safe?
Yeah.
Good,
She's-
because she's the only character I like.
Well, she's
Her
currently,
and her wolf. Did that wolf die? Because I'm very sad.
He's
if he
out.
did.
He's out wandering the woods right now.
Oh, so he's all right though.
Spoiler alert: Arya is currently blind.
Oh man.
Jon Snow was currently stabbed and bleeding out in the snow.
Oh my God. Jon Snow in the snow.
In the snow, bleeding out.
Is that
And
some
everybody's
sort of
like, Jon Snow's dead. Jon Snow's not dead.
Jon Snow?
He
Kid-
was seen filming.
Kid Harington couldn't cut his hair.
Yeah.
That should tell you everything.
Everybody's sticking to it though.
I mean, I don't know. I just said that because a lot of people said that online. And I was like,
Well, he hates his hair. He hates long hair, but he can't cut it contractually. He can't cut it.
he might have to do a flashback episode.
Or they could just put a wig on him. I never understand that.
I kind of wish I could see a Game of Thrones episode that was all done with 80s music. I don't know why. I think it would be hilarious.
I mean, it's a very 80s book.
If they do like a flashback, it's just like, gotta go back in time.
But it's good. Yeah, Hard Home. You should just, I don't know. It's the best zombie movie I've ever seen. It was only about 20 minutes long, but the last 20 minutes of that episode.
How dare you, sir? Shaun of the Dead exists.
Shaun of the Dead does exist. Shaun of the Dead. Shaun of the Dead's a comedy, but this is just amazing. I don't know. It's like there's this one part where they're like all. I'm ruining all kinds of Game of Thrones right now. There's one part where they're all just standing on the cliff, and the leader of the White Walkers he's riding a horse. He just goes go, and then just a horde of zombies just throws themselves off the cliff, and then they all land in this big pile, and then they just get back up and start running towards them. It was awesome looking. I can't believe they made it on TV.
Huh.
It was the whole sequence was better than all of World War Z.
Well, I mean, never mind. That movie. This is Tangent City because let me tell you about World War Z. I read that book,
Book's amazing.
and the book was fantastic.
Yep.
Especially the audio version with Audible. Like I got it on Audible.com. Shout out. And but I really did, and I listened to every bit of it, and I was like, man, this is just. It had me on the edge of my seat. I was like, this is really well written. It's cool. What is that movie doing? Does it have anything to do with what happened in
Nope.
the book? Other than
That's
that guy's
why-
name is the reporter's name. Brad Pitt is that reporter.
Yeah, that's all it was.
The only good thing about it was the 12th Doctor, Peter Capaldi, was in that movie. So shout out to Doctor Who because I'm always going to bring it up.
Yeah, everybody said that should have been like an anthology thing, like Game of Thrones. Like each thing should have been like its own episode.
It would have been good. That would have been a
'Cause,
really
man, that
cool idea.
The whole idea of like the zombie when they first learned how to kill him, and they were dropping bombs.
Yeah.
That didn't matter because they were the pieces of them just kept going.
Yeah, it was awesome.
It was awesome.
I mean, it was one of the coolest things. And like I felt like with the writing and the way the characters were developed in that book, like especially that war vet where he's like in the bed and he's just retelling everything.
Yeah.
I was just like, man.
or the
like,
samurai, the blind samurai.
Yeah.
guy.
The whole time I was just like,
Yeah.
this
Super
is
good.
fucking amazing. I was just listening and I couldn't stop listening to it. And then I watched that movie and I could have stopped watching it at any point.
So the zombies were slow in the book and they were fast. Like I feel like the only thing it had in common was the title.
I mean, I'm sure that's what it was. I'm sure they just because whenever those companies buy that stuff, they just buy the title and can do basically whatever they want to with it.
Yep.
Nick, I feel like you're giving out on me, bro.
No, I'm holding on. Anyway, Hard Home. Hard Home's awesome.
You're gonna keep that Hard Home. I think you just like saying Hard Home.
Man, it's just I don't know. I just love that episode so much.
All right, so anything else video game wise that you got offhand?
Well, we talked about the Division beta a little bit.
We would talk about it more, but Nick's the only one who's played it. He can talk and I'll listen. I don't care.
That's cool. It's very Destiny-like. We'll talk about it a lot in our video.
That's true. I did the little bit I did play. I was like, Nick was like, it's very Destiny-like. I was like, well, it's probably the same engine. Then the more I played it, I was like, this is basically Destiny, except for you can't jump and you don't have a sparrow.
Pretty much, yeah. That's what it is. I mean, the color's the same. You collect points, and
But it's super fun.
It's
still
really
super
fun.
fun.
if Gears of War and Destiny had a child, that would be the Division. Not
With-
bad.
A tad bit of, I felt like a tad bit of Borderlands in there. I don't know why, but that's just what I felt.
I don't know. Yeah, I guess that's it.
I mean, because Borderlands is basically Destiny on a planet. I mean,
Yeah. Okay, can I say something real quick on a Borderlands tangent?
sure, I love Borderlands.
Can we stop naming things Pandora, please?
Oh, I know what you mean,
Can
man.
we stop doing that, please? There's Pandora, the music station. There's Pandora, the jewelry store. There's Pandora, the planet on Borderlands. There's Avatar Pandora. Stop
There's also Pandora's Box, stupid piece of shit.
Stop
What an unoriginal idea way back in the
naming
fucking
things
day.
Pandora. Please, just get off of it. It doesn't need to exist anymore.
I feel like
If
there's
one more goddamn movie comes out and names something Pandora, I'm gonna fucking scream. Because you can't just go, "Hey man, have you been to Pandora?" It's like, no, I don't like jewelry. No, that's what I'm talking about.
No, I'm not really a huge music fan. No,
No!
that's not what I'm talking about.
Oh, I didn't like the Navi. No, just stop. We're done. Pandora's off it. Stop. All right, what else we got?
Well, because you and I, Nick, sometimes before a podcast to get wound up, watch a little bit of the old Frasier. Let's give a shout out, happy birthday, Kelsey Grammer. The day is his birthday, the day we're doing this.
I was at, Saturday the 21st.
That's it. That's Sunday, but your vision will come back someday.
What kind of losers get pumped up by watching Frasier?
Well,
What's
antics.
happening?
Antics, bro.
Oh,
You've seen
God.
him.
Hey, let's get jacked up. Let's watch some Frasier.
Niles Crane. He's on it.
Ugh,
Nick loves Niles Crane.
he's all right.
Don't
When
let him tell you any different.
When he flipped a coin into his own face,
It's one of
it
Nick's
might have been the
favorite
funniest things
ever.
I've ever seen in my life.
It might beat Homeward Bound, or what was that? Hard Home. Harder, faster, stronger. What the fuck was that called?
It's called Hard Home.
Okay, that's it.
Ugh.
I don't know anything about fucking Game of Thrones. I told you. I'm sorry. Oh, so shout out to Kelsey Grammer because we love Frasier. And I just want to point out that the biggest news in Batman vs. Superman came out this week. We got a final running time, guys.
Uh-oh.
This was huge. Breaking news. 151 minutes. Look out.
What's that, 2.5 hours?
Sure. I'm bad at math. Yeah, that's it.
Well, 120 minutes is 2 hours.
2 hours, 31 minutes.
Yep.
So
That's not bad.
that's
not
all
bad
right.
running
That's a
time.
good time, right?
I'm good with that.
Man of Steel was like 145 or something like that. So
Was it really that short?
yeah, it wasn't that long.
I felt like it was a lot longer.
Yeah, well, because no action happened for about the first hour and a half.
And then everything happened.
All at once. It was a flurry of punches that you couldn't see. I mean, I liked that movie, but god damn, that action scene was hard to watch.
Well, it's just overwhelming.
So the real reason I bring that up is that news? Is that like, oh my god, breaking. We found out how long it is. You've already showed us every piece of footage, right? So like,
We've pretty much seen the movie at this point.
and I mean, don't get me wrong, I'm gonna watch it like 9 times, 10 times in theaters because I love Batman, but I'm just like, come on, guys. Like they're doing the opposite of what Deadpool did.
Yeah, well,
And it's a little frustrating because I love Batman, but I'm like, come on.
the problem with Deadpool with their advertisement, well, not the problem with that. Probably the best thing is the marketing didn't have to show anything.
That's true.
It just had to be Deadpool making Deadpool jokes
That's very
about
true.
whatever he wanted to do, and people are like, "Oh, that seems funny." So they didn't have to ruin any of the jokes. Obviously, they couldn't have ruined some of the jokes. Remember the tiny hand?
Oh my god, that was amazing.
I bet it feels gigantic in this.
Also,
It was great.
Him rewinding through his time and being like, "Oh, you weren't supposed to see that."
Was he holding a unicorn? At that point?
and jerking off. It was amazing, just because it was so random. But
Yeah. But yeah, it didn't have to.
But-
Batman versus Superman, they can't be like Batman having like a little conversation with you. You should see Batman. It's crazy.
no. Did you? I think what they could do though is something like they could have Batman voicing over dark scenes of Gotham, just talking about Gotham.
Yeah.
But
Well, how many
Superman
times
just
have we
talking
seen
about
that, though?
Metropolis. But I'm saying, like, you can ramp up to a big trailer like the one we got at Comic-Con, and then that can be it. You don't need any more than that. You just need a good, quick 2-minute trailer that gets everybody interested and leave it. You don't need to show me everything. I don't need to see Lex Luthor as the Riddler/Joker. I don't know what's happening. I mean, I'm sure he'll do awesome because I really like Jesse Eisenberg, but the scenes I've seen, I'm like, man, he's like way more like fucking Jim Carrey's Riddler than anything.
Yeah. So speaking of TV shows comic book TV shows.
Yep.
Daredevil trailer dropped this week.
Oh, it did. and it
Daredevil
looked pretty
season 2.
good.
I'm a big fan of his version of the Punisher.
I am too. I mean, I like John Bernthal though.
Yeah.
Have you
He was
watched
Shane. Shane.
Yeah, but besides that,
You-
did you see him in that movie with The Rock? What was it called? I don't remember.
He was a truck driver.
Yeah, I actually
Yeah.
thought he was awesome in that movie. I'm sure you hated that movie because The Rock's in it, but
Why would I hate anything The Rock's in?
because you think he's terrible. That's what you
When?
tell me. You tell me that all the time.
I do
I'm
not
just
think The
putting
Rock
words
is
into your
terrible.
mouth because
You
it's
are.
fun, and you get very upset about it.
I've seen the rundown more times than I'd like to admit.
Is that the one with Sean William Scott?
Yeah.
That's why you watched it.
No, I watched it because The Rock was amazing. I saw it 3 times when it was in theaters.
Why do you think I'm always making Fast and Furious references? Just because they added The Rock. That's when I started liking them.
Oh.
Sorry, back to John Bernthal. I don't know what happened there. But I just like everything he's been in. He's super awesome in it, even if he's just a bit part. Did you see Sicario by any chance?
I did not.
With Emily Blunt?
Nope.
I just like to say Emily Blunt.
Emily Blunt.
It's very fun. But
He's
he
married
just
to
had,
Jim from The Office.
Oh, that's right.
Yeah.
He was awesome in that, and he just had like a 10-minute part. But amazing. Everything he does, amazing. So why wouldn't he be good as the Punisher? Although we didn't see the skull in the shirt, and that made me a little sad. I'm sure it'll show up, but
Yeah, I'm sure it'll show up. I mean, Daredevil's costume didn't show up till like the last episode.
Oh my God, I know. I was sick of seeing him as Zorro. That's every time I was expecting.
Let
him
me
to
ask
draw
you
a D.
this: How did he
And I'm not
do?
talking about Dick.
How did he do that? How did he do those fight? Could he see through that thing? That had to have been hard.
Oh,
The mask. It was just over his eyes the whole time.
yeah. I don't know.
I mean, you can see through a knit cap, but I know you can't see perfectly well, and he's doing all these choreographed fucking fight scenes.
I mean, maybe somebody was in his ear and like giving him be like left, right, block.
I just, yeah, it had to be some sort of material or some sort of
I'm-
maybe like a mascot or something.
Yeah, I'm sure he could see through it though, because there's no way.
Ugh.
There's absolutely no way he could have done that. But also Elektra showed up.
Yeah, she's
It wasn't
Premiering in the-
Jennifer Garner. Sad.
Did it need to be?
I think it did.
No, I think they're trying to forget that whole Daredevil movie happened.
Speaking
Remember
of Jennifer
that?
Garner, I do remember that movie. Kevin Smith was in that movie.
Was he?
Yeah, he had a cameo.
Hmm.
You know who else was in that movie?
Jon Favreau?
Yeah. You know who else was in that movie? I just want to see how many people you can name it.
Michael Clark Duncan?
Yes. You know who else was in that movie?
Oh, I know it. Nope, stop. His name, he was on Son of a Bitch. Nope. Hold up.
He's an Irish actor.
He's an Irish actor.
He
He was Bullseye.
Yep.
He is.
He's not
what is
Deadshot.
his
Deadshot came first.
fucking name? Oh! Oh my God. I don't know.
I want you to get it. Come on, buddy.
Hang on.
You can do it. I believe in you. I think I can. I think I can.
Oh! This is all going to get cut. Hang on. It's.
No, leave it in. It's funny.
Oh.
Because you cannot
What is
make it.
I keep wanting to say Ethan Hawke, and I know that's not right.
That is not correct.
Oh, what is his name?
You know the funny thing? I don't remember his name either.
Oh shit. Okay.
Colin Farrell. That's it. I remembered.
All right, Colin Farrell.
Not Colin Hanks, which is what might have come to mind.
So you know how long it took me to realize Colin Hanks was Tom Hanks' son?
Probably longer you want to admit.
Way too long. I think I learned that like 2 months ago.
What?
I was like, oh my God, wait.
They look identical.
Well, they didn't used to.
That's true. That's true.
He's starting to look a lot like him now, but he did not used to look like him.
What
But
about
now
Chet Hayes? I like to bring him up anytime we're talking about Hank's children. You know who Chet Hayes is?
No, I don't
That
know.
is Tom Hanks. Look that up. That is Tom Hanks' son, who's a rapper.
Oh yeah.
Who gave up Hank's name? So,
He gave up the
he's
Hanks.
from the streets where his dad buys him everything. And
Oh, Chet
oh man,
Hayes.
you should listen to some of his songs. Look at him. Look at that guy right there. These are going into the podcast for sure. Look at that guy.
Chet Hayes, he wants to be a rapper.
You think he's going to be the next Eminem? Let's be honest.
Nope.
Look at that. That's the picture that's got to go up right there, right?
That's
Nick?
him. That's Chet Hayes holding 2 guns unceremoniously on a patio.
Look at he spells it Haze. That's the worst.
Oh boy. But yeah, Punisher. Yeah, Daredevil looks awesome. Looking forward to binging that when it comes out in a couple.
They're saying that Punisher will probably get its own series after that.
Yeah, I know they're leading up to the Defenders, right?
Yeah.
Jessica Jones,
Because they're
Iron
also doing Iron
Iron
Fist.
Fist.
That's supposed to be coming.
and then Luke Cage.
They've went back and forth on that one. They're like, hey, we're going to do Iron Fist. And they're like, well, we don't know how to do it. And then they're like, well, we saw AMC do that show where they did some martial arts and we can do it again.
Yeah.
No, we're just going to do it.
Daredevil's kind of martial arty, wasn't he?
Yeah, but it's like, that Western style, like Crouching Tiger, Hidden Dragon.
Oh, where
stuff,
he like floats and flies.
Yeah, Jet Li style.
Jet Li style.
MC Jet Li. I think that should be someone's name.
MC Jet Li. We got to get Craig out here someday.
Why's that?
He just sent me a text, said they bought Rocket League and played it for nonstop for hours.
Well, I feel like we should have Craig out every day, but he's dumb and won't come over. Yeah, that's right, Craig. Listen to it.
Listen to this, bitch. Get your ass over here.
Put your fucking diamond stud back in and come hang out with Chet Hayes. Think we're going to get him as a special guest. What would that guy have to say? I'm sorry, I'm stuck on this.
What would Chet Hayes have to say?
What? Is he like, fucking it's hard being Tom Hanks' son. Everybody thinks I'm soft. It's like...
Everybody thinks I was on an island.
I feel like we're running... Oh, I know what we do have we haven't talked about. Star Wars, Space Bear. Just because it's fun to say.
Yeah, so episode 8 started shooting.
Started shooting. They got their shooting script, and everyone's shooting script said Star Wars Episode 8, and then subtitle for now is Space Bear. And so they're bringing the Ewoks back, right? That's clearly what that means.
What? I don't get it. I don't get why everybody had issues with the Ewoks.
I don't either. No, I'm fine
The
with the
Ewoks
Ewoks.
are fine.
I would love to see Ewoks.
They're kind of like meh. But are they the worst thing that's ever happened?
No, because Jar Jar Binks exists.
I like how Jar Jar Binks pretty much erased the Ewok shame.
Well,
Everybody's like, hey, can we have Ewoks again? Is that cool?
look, well, I love little bears. I could build a bear. I could build an Ewok. It'll be fine.
So Ewoks beat Gungans, is that what we're saying?
I think so. Are we making a new like paper rock scissors? Was it like E.T. Ewoks Gungans?
So who wins who?
Well, just Gungans lose every time, so never pick it.
There'll never be a Gungan.
I don't think this game's very good, Nick.
I mean, it's not very balanced.
Sure it is. Do Ewoks... wait. E.T. beats everything, though, right? Because E.T.'s like the most beloved... Did you love that movie? I know this is random, but did you love E.T.?
As a kid, yeah.
Like, have you went back and watched it?
Maybe a little dated.
It doesn't really hold up.
Every time they take his picture when he's under that ghost thing, and he goes,
Oh my god,
nah.
you love it, don't you? That has got to be something you love.
It's amazing.
It
every
almost
time.
makes you think of Niles Crane flipping a coin into his head.
Yeah, almost. What do you got?
What do you got? I've been bringing news left and right, son.
Let's see. Kurt Russell started filming Guardians of the Galaxy 2.
Oh, my boy. I love Kurt Russell.
Did you see the little image of the little promo image of Tiny Groot?
Oh, yeah, I
Drax's
did.
shoulder?
I did.
So I guess Groot's not fully grown yet?
Well, that makes sense because unless it was going to be like 20 years later, because it takes trees a long time to grow.
Yeah. Is he going to be tiny? Like the whole movie, I think?
I hope so.
I guess so. Yeah.
What, unless they pour water on him or something. Don't get him wet after midnight, I guess.
I wonder if Vin Diesel's going to be, he's going to be like, hey, I'm Groot.
Oh, my God. Do they
Okay,
need Vin Diesel?
I don't. He loved it.
Do you think Vin Diesel is actually inside of Batista?
Do you remember when Vin Diesel was the voice of the Iron Giant?
I do. He went Superman. As he flew away.
That's it.
That was one of my favorite things.
Super.
Just because I thought the Iron Giant was going to fight Superman.
Oh.
That did not
Did
happen.
we ever talk about Vin Diesel selling Street Sharks figures? Did we ever talk about that?
No, we didn't. But we need to now because it's been brought up.
So there's this old footage of Vin Diesel at a toy fair hawking Street Sharks.
What? Okay, explain to people what Street Sharks are.
Street Sharks was an old, I think it might even have been the 80s, early 90s. When turtles were super popular, they started anthropomorphizing all the fucking animals that existed in the world. That's where we got SWAT cats and Street Sharks. I'm going to put up a picture of SWAT cats. That was a TV show where...
I don't know if I remember this show.
Yeah, it was SWAT cats.
You got to bring this up right now so I can see them because I'm
bringing up
sure it's
SWAT cats.
amazing. Is it one of the best things that's ever happened?
They were just a SWAT team of cats.
Oh my God! Look at it.
SWAT cats.
Da, 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 da.
They had a plane
They've
and everything.
got planes and shit.
SWAT
Am
cats.
I allowed to do that over that music? It's parody. Fine. It'll be fine.
Yeah, it'll be fine. And then, so yeah, they made these figures called Street Sharks, and they were just sharks that had legs and they wore street clothes, And
Oh my god! Now I'm thinking about it, I totally had some of those things. I don't know why. I think I thought they were Turtles figures that the Turtles were supposed to fight.
Street Sharks.
Guess
I'm
who won
bringing 'em
those?
up.
Guess who won those skirmishes?
The Street Sharks.
Fuck no!
Look at them.
Look, yeah, because I had the goddamn brown one, the Hammerhead. It was a fucking cartoon. I remember.
Yeah, Street Sharks.
Oh my god!
But anyway, Vin Diesel was selling Street Sharks figures.
do you
and he
know?
looked-
I actually liked that show when I was a kid.
Look at this. This one's he's riding a motorcycle.
Do you think was Vin Diesel the voice of a Street Shark?
He might have been.
Oh
Here
my
he
god!
is. Here he is.
Amazing!
So
I
there's
had that motherfucking thing.
Look at him. Look how young he looks.
Are you sure it's not his twin brother?
No, it says
Because
20
doesn't he have a twin brother too?
It might be, but here he is. Vin Diesel, 1994.
It's a law. This has been lost, never before
It's the
found.
Lost Toy Fair performance.
So,
They also made these dinosaur guys.
yeah, I remember I had those too. I'm not ashamed.
Yeah, they're pretty cool.
They looked awesome. You know why? Because the Turtles always fought them and won.
But yeah, that was a funny tidbit that happened weeks and weeks ago. We just forgot to talk about for whatever.
But it's okay because that never gets old. Just
Yeah.
bring that up with your friends all the time. Just be
Hey,
like,
hey, Vin Diesel sells Street Sharks.
and they'll be like, "What the fuck are you talking about?" And you can take them to YouTube, and then you can type in "Plastic Tombstone." Hey-oh!
Bam.
Lead them right to us because everyone should come back to Plastic Tombstone, right?
Yeah, it's
That's what-
true.
That's what we're going.
Visit our website, plastictombstonestudios.com.
Plastic Tombstone Studio. .com. We're just writing some shit right now. Don't worry about it.
Everything will be okay.
What were we talking about? Oh yeah, Kurt Russell.
Rumor is he's Star-Lord's dad, right?
Daddy. Who is? I don't know. I don't know.
I don't know anything about
I didn't know
Guardians of
anything about Guardians of the Galaxy until they made that movie and Chris Pratt was in it, and I was like, he wins. He wins everything that he does.
Yeah.
Because everything is awesome. Did you love the Lego movie? Have we talked about the Lego movie on here?
We haven't talked about the Lego movie on here.
Did you love it though?
That's pretty good.
Did you love Will Arnett as Batman?
Did you love Will Ferrell as Grumpy Dad who wanted to glue
Wasn't
Legos
that
together?
like the kind of weirdest part of that movie?
Yeah.
It felt super awkward
Yeah.
because it was like this just like fun adventure story, and then all of a sudden it's like this really weird touching moment where it's like kind of creepy the way he keeps his kid in the basement. It's like,
The kid wasn't supposed to be in the basement.
well, it's still it's
The kid was down there causing chaos.
causing chaos because he was playing with Legos. Don't play with Legos, guys.
Well, that's what.
If Will Ferrell's taught you anything, it's don't play with Legos. Not that milk was a bad choice. Milk's always a bad choice.
What else we got?
We've got everything.
Do we? Because I feel like we're running out of stuff.
No, we never run out of stuff, Nick. We
Are
can
you
talk
out?
for-
Are you out of things?
There's an orca. Sorry. Well, not to swing it back around to Deadpool, but something that has been kind of not bugging me, but why is everyone so shocked at success? I don't understand.
Because it was a gamble.
But how? Deadpool was like the most popular Marvel character of the past like 5 years.
Yeah, but you can't just remember Firefly. How many people love Firefly, and then they made the movie, and nobody really went to see
What,
it?
Serenity?
Yeah.
I
It didn't
actually
make-
liked that movie better.
It was
than the show.
good.
Is that bad?
No, the movie was great. I love the movie, but I'm just saying, just because there's a big fan base doesn't mean you can get people to come out to it. And come out to it in droves. That's
Yeah,
what
but-
happened. Was people came out to this in droves.
But people are coming out to comic book movies in droves, period.
Well, I know, but my
And
sister didn't know anything about Deadpool, and she went to see it,
Yeah,
and she loved it.
and that's fine. That's good.
But there's no way they could have predicted. that.
You know what helped that though. Your sister probably is like, "Oh my God, Ryan Reynolds, let me see his abs."
I don't know if she cares about Ryan Reynolds at all.
She probably does. He's Canadian. He's nice. That's something I like to bring up. No, she probably went for T.J. Miller. That's probably where she went for.
Everybody went for T.J. Miller.
That's where we were
He's
there.
the reason he made $150 million opening weekend.
That's right. Because he made that classic avocado joke.
Classic avocado joke.
One of my favorite things. What was it? I always forget. Who face fucked a topographical map? Because that's my favorite.
Freddy Krueger.
Freddy Krueger. That's it.
Oh my God, bringing it back to Freddy Krueger. So we talked about that death house. I think, did we talk about that death house?
We mentioned it.
We mentioned it.
Because
Well,
it's
there's-
like the Expendables.
Yeah, well, there's an official synopsis out for it now.
Oh my God!
And I
Please
read it the
tell
other day.
me, because like everybody's in this, right? Like
Yeah.
everybody that's ever been in a horror movie.
So,
basically.
well, it hasn't really said.
Like I'm talking about like the big guys, like
the actors, yes. I don't-
Jason. Who was it? What's his name? Fuck. Everything I'm
Kane Hodder.
Kane
and,
Hodder. That's it.
Yeah.
Everything's fucking. My mind's melting right now. Is it Robert Englund in it?
Yeah.
Got to be right.
But I don't know if they're playing their characters. It's hard to say.
Obviously, but
But they're in it. And here's the synopsis.
All
Death
right.
House is Area 51 of Evil, a subterranean government facility that holds humanity's worst on 9 levels.
on 9 levels. That's like Dante's
Hell's
9 levels of
hell.
hell.
Dante's 9 level holds the
Oh my
5
God.
evils. The dark stars of Death House. Their individuals are heinous, and they can never walk among society again. They may also be supernatural.
Shh, shh, shh.
Agent, hang on just a second.
If I just do this in the background, does that help it? Shh, shh, shh.
Yeah. Agents Toria Boone and Jay Novak have their own dark past.
I'm sorry. It's fun.
Stop for a minute. Or do it silent, like low.
Dun, dun. Is Jaws going to show up? No, Jaws probably isn't in this.
Just do it low. Just go. Anyway, agents Toria Boone and Jay Novak have their own dark past.
Even flow. Oh, sorry. He's just a whore to me.
I'm just gonna put this thing up and let you guys read it.
Do it, Nick. Go. I'm gonna be quiet. I'm just
Anyway.
gonna go. Shh.
Agent Toria Boone and Jay Novak have their own dark past, arriving at Death House to tour its levels and observe its denizens firsthand, as well as the medical and mental experiments of doctors Elaine Fletcher and Karen Raidman. The depraved experiments date back to Nazi doctors, prison cells, or virtual reality holodecks that recreate prison environments before they were incarcerated. A special hallucinogenic gas keeps the inmates under control. The victims are homeless, bust into Death House to play literal victims with killing habits, while killing habits are studied. The results are sick, but once an EMP device detonates, killing all power and communication and releasing every prisoner. All this is going to be cut. Anyway, the Death House synopsis came up, and it looks like it's like a prison, essentially, and an EMP device goes off, and it releases all the prisoners. So these agents have to go down to
It doesn't say in
the 9th
this
level.
It doesn't say in this that they're not their characters.
It doesn't say. It's true. It doesn't say that
Who is
they're
this
not.
released by?
I don't know.
Because if it's
If it's New Line Cinemas, it'll be.
they own all those characters, don't they?
Yeah, they should.
God, could you imagine how awesome would that be?
Oh, I'll put the synopsis up. You can read it. It's pretty awesome.
It sounds like a really, really great film. I like to say film sometimes to sound smart.
Okay.
Do you? Do you ever say film instead of movie?
Sometimes.
I feel like you're losing it on me. Come on, we're having a good time. All right, everybody. Thanks for stopping by, listening to Pop Culture Geekly this week. Stop by our website, Plastic Tombstone. I'm fucking losing it, Nick. PlasticTombstoneStudios.com. Follow us on Twitter, Plastic Tombstone, TMBSTONE. Can't have the O because they don't let me. All right, that was a little jingle for you. Like us on Facebook, Plastic Tombstone, and follow me on Twitter at Cortrain. Follow Nick on Twitter. What's yours?
At Calvin Caffey.
Of course, because he's making a brand.
I'm making a brand.
Calvin Caffey.
Like that person we were talking about earlier that I don't remember already.
Kanye? No. Shout out. Well, listen. Thanks again for stopping by. Have a great week. We'll see you next week. We'll see you sometime. Fuck it.